Reality recap.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I know you have the reunion. Yes, we have 2 more episodes. And then we have the reunion, of course.
I look like a slut. I look like a mom. She was like, you the one that look like you got a high body count hair. I fell the fuck out, y'all.
Candace, has Deborah reached out to you to apologize after the episode aired showing Chris did not flirt with her?
She wouldn't dare. She would get eaten for breakfast.
Oh boy.
No, she's doubling down.
Why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact and not supposed to make it.
What do you think of your ex-husband Jim coming out and saying you did not try to stop him from suing Shannon and Tamara?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, if his memory is a little foggy about what transpired back then, that's okay. However, he did admit that I had nothing to do with the...
Reality recap. Reality recap.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for a special Tea Talk session. Today we have my faves from our current season and past seasons of Love. During Lockup, Life After Lockup, we have Tisha and Keith here today, our favorites. And, you know, she always says Stiletto wearing felon. She's in the building and glad to have them here. So we're going to bring them up on the screen, talk to them a little bit about the season, you know, Keith's transition back home from his time in prison and what's going on with them currently. So I'm so happy to have them here. Let's bring them up. Hi.
What's going on?
Nothing much on this good Saturday. Good to have you guys here. So glad and I appreciate this. I always say Letitia was one of the first reality TV stars to give me an interview, to give me a chance and always show support. So I'm just always grateful to you for that and so appreciative, you know, because sometimes everybody goes to the other shows. They don't always come over. So
I know
really,
we gotta
really appreciate that.
support each other.
Yes, and you always have. So I definitely appreciate that. So let's just jump right into it. I remember you posted around September that Keith had came home. Again, welcome home. And I have to say, Keith, the number one question I always get is how did you maintain your dreads in prison to home? Like, how did you maintain? So many people ask that question.
They are still today like, oh my God, I love his hair. I'm like, I love his hair too.
Well, when it came to the dreads, when I was incarcerated, I used to, well, I'm very picky, you hear me? So if I had any type of lint or anything, I probably would have damn near ready to be able to snatch them out. But to really maintain it, I had all types of different hair products, like stuff like that to maintain it. Good shampoo, top-notch shampoo, conditioner, getting it done, washing it a few times out the month.
Now, did you do it yourself or like, is there a barbershop in prison? Because I've heard, I don't know if all of them are the same, but I've heard there's like a barbershop. Like, how do you keep them done?
Okay, like a certain spot that I started out in when I was in the USP, they had a barbershop there where somebody was doing dreads as well. And then you also had barbers that was cutting people up as well. But then you also got people on the units that do hair. That's pretty
Okay.
good. They got a lot of talented people in there. Then certain
Sure.
people with the time and all types of stuff.
I used to always tell my friends, like, the best birthday cards I ever got came from prison. Like, they were the art, the time and effort that was put into them were always so dope. I always say that, like, the best talent you will find in prison. So
Yeah,
I
there's a
definitely agree
lot
with
of
that.
talented people that are incarcerated. Just because they're in jail or prison don't mean nothing. Like the most talented people, like you said, are in there, and they also have that time to focus on their skills and talent.
Mhm. Yeah, agree.
Especially the portrait who did yours, one of my Spanish homies, he ended up doing it, named Chacon. He was a tattoo artist as well. But he did the portrait that y'all seen on the show that the wife ended up getting. And then there was another dude named Bruiser that did her other portrait with me and her together too as well.
Wow.
And you see
Yeah.
a lot of prison guys and women, you know, they're always getting tatted up and everything. Like it's
Hmm.
talent in there, you know.
Yeah.
Even in the women's prison, you know, you getting your hair braided up in there, twisted, tatted, you know, like you gotta still look good.
Right.
You know?
I just don't think people realize that there's still like things that you can get in
They
prison. But that
just
was like
think
one of
that
the
you're
number
supposed to
one
be in
questions.
there like wasting away. Like, no.
Oh, and it's crazy because it's not even like that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's certain stuff that we don't have access to being in there, but it's all type of stuff. Like, I was getting all type of food out the kitchen. Real steak, real fish. We frying it on the units. Dudes cooking
Hmm.
on grills. Like, it ain't just what they see when they see soups and stuff. That's
Right.
that county jail or certain other people. You got real people that's making Spanish tacos up in there and all type of wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it really tripped me out even coming out here. And then I'll go to a restaurant and then it's like they'll serve you just to be able to get you something to eat. Compared to up in there, we was putting all types of stuff from vegetables, everything up in there. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
like
like
culinary art school in there. Right?
so like one meal could add up to like $30 just for one meal. You know?
Wow.
The best burrito you gonna get is from prison. The best.
So how has your transition been since coming home? Like, are you back working or, just adjusting to being married, first day out? Like, how has that transition been?
Well, actually, as far as in working, yeah, I've been working. I've been working since I've been working for about the last what 10 months.
Okay.
I've been actively working. I don't be posting a lot of stuff like that, but I have been working, putting in a lot of work. As far as that, even coming up in promotions and everything.
Well, that's amazing and
Yes.
good to hear.
Yeah, he's done amazing at his job. He's not, I'll tell you, he been doing real good. Okay. He had his first real job ever. Okay. And moved on up, passed up people that's been there for years and raises, positions, and everything. He's doing real good. He takes his job very seriously. He
That's dope.
shows up early. He's never been late ever. You know, like they love him there.
That's dope. I'm glad to hear that. And for you, Tisha, tell us more about the stiletto wearing felon. Like, are you pursuing a law degree? Like, what is that whole movement about?
So the movement with Stiletto Wearing Felon is, you know, to own who I am, and to not let people sit there and try to throw it in my face and make me feel ashamed or all of that. Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've had my charges, I've done my time. You know what I'm saying? I got current stuff going on, but you move past it. You know what I'm saying? You own your truth and you move past this. And my movement really is to encourage other women who are in my position or who have been in my position to not let society tell you what you can and cannot do because you are a felon.
Right.
So it's ways around everything. So when you see somebody like me who constantly goes through shit all the goddamn time, and people are like, well, how the heck does she able to do this and do that? Why isn't she like super like down and homeless and depressed, all this other stuff, because you have to pick up the pieces and keep fucking moving. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what my movement is for, is to encourage, uplift, and motivate other individuals. And not just women. There are men too that are, motivated as
Right.
well. So that's what that's for. As far as me pursuing my law degree, it's something I probably should have been done. I am I'm a fighter. Okay. I love to fight. Do not like to quit or give up, and the fact that I find ways around everything, you know what I'm saying? Or at least I try, you know what I'm saying? That is what, you need in a lawyer,
Mhm.
and the fact that I have obviously been in so many types of situations, with the law. I understand the law as well.
Right.
So I would rather have an attorney that not only has gone to law school, knows, the law, but also who has fucking been through it. Because now you
Experience, yeah.
understand. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You understand. You have a real passion for it. So it's not going to be easy for me. I definitely have to show rehabilitation and everything by the time I take the bar. But
Mhm.
yeah, like with my motivation and my determination, I mean, the sky is the limit and can't nothing stop me. And for all them haters out there that's want to continue to talk shit, y'all gonna be trying to retain me, bitches. Okay. But
Or she gonna be suing y'all.
just know the price will be up. Okay, the price gonna be up, and I'm gonna be walking up in there with my stilettos. Okay, representing.
I heard that one. I can't wait to see more of
I
your
can't wait.
journey.
I'll be at Annalise Keegan.
Yeah. Do you guys plan to have another wedding? Do you think?
Well, we never had a wedding. I
Well,
mean,
you had right, and oh, through the mail. Right, you had through the mail, but I guess I just look at it because you are married, but do you plan on having a wedding ceremony, I guess
oh
is a
yeah,
better question.
we having engagement pictures, engagement ceremony, we having a wedding party. I'm doing it all as if I never even got married. We doing it all.
Well, I can't wait. Hopefully, it will be on the show, right?
I don't
Hopefully.
know. I'm doing it with or without the show. So WeTV, y'all either gonna be there or you're not gonna be there, okay? Because I'm having my shit.
Clock that. Clock
We've been
that.
playing it as women. We've been playing our wedding since we was little girls, So I'm gonna have my big white dress, okay?
Well, we'll see it on your social media, I'm
We're
sure.
gonna
So,
invite you. You
yeah,
invited me, yes,
I
okay?
appreciate that. Now, when it comes to, because I care about my girl Tisha, so I want to know, like, I watched last night's episode, and I know that before Keith, it was a fast life, and I heard you say that two of your children were born like 4 days apart. So,
Yeah.
what makes you ready now for like marriage, one woman? Especially after spending so much time in prison, what changed for you?
Well, around that time when I had my first two kids, I was more like young minded. So both of my sons, they 16, both of them. So
Mhm.
that's quite some time ago. And
Right.
then I was fresh out. I was just ripping and running, doing what I was doing.
Ripping and running.
But like, far as in this, like, don't get me wrong, I always been like a family type. Always been big on unity and having a household together, even
Mhm.
before I got incarcerated. So that was already in me. But once I just found the wife and me and her, we clicked and we locked it in and we grew with each other through letters, through mail, through pictures, you know what I'm saying? Through visits, through phone calls, all that. So I already knew what was at stake when I did come home, and we already really put that together. So when I did come home, the rest was history. We
Yeah.
started making it happen, and it wasn't hard to be able to transit because for so long I wasn't trying to commit. Like throughout my incarceration, my mind was made up that I didn't want to be with nobody.
He met me and couldn't help it.
Yeah, that had something to do with it, but yeah. I didn't feel like nobody was worthy of what I was willing to bring to the table. I knew what I would be able to give the next person. So I shielded myself and I guarded myself from that. And the homies up in the joint like, man, bro, how come you don't do this? Man, you need somebody. Man, I don't need nobody. As long as I got me and my mind been strong, I never had no breaking moment the whole time I was down, like fed up, like, man, I need to be out and crying and breaking down. Man, I took that shit on the chin, 10 toes down, and I did it, knocked it out. A lot of dudes can't. They cope with drugs. They wigging out all type of stuff, So when I did meet her, we vibing, and then it was something that I haven't been able to experience. So we did that.
Soulmates.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so we ended
So,
up doing it.
so with the show and your phone buzzing and all of that in the past, was that like some trumped up storyline stuff with the phone buzzing?
He almost got toe up. He got them long dreads. Oh, that's the first thing a girl go for. Though you can't have no long hair. You got that ass.
But you gotta be quick enough, man.
I was gonna be quick. He didn't want to go no way hit him. Okay, because I didn't never been through that before. I'm like, who is this? Who the hell?
Nah, but far as in that, I really don't know who the fuck Stephanie is, you know? All I know is a Sophia Valgara looking woman just popped up, messaging me, and then, but the thing is, once you really watch it, like, I brought it to her awareness. It ain't like I was trying to hide nothing. She just took it the way she took it,
I
you know?
mean, any woman's gonna take it because it's like you
Right.
just got out.
Yeah, you just got out. How
You
did they
got
get
your
your
number.
number?
But at the same time, it wasn't like he was just like right next to me, and then he like, hey, who's that messaging you? Nah, I'm walking. I got a message. I read it. I look at it, and then I let her know. Look, check this out. This is what's going on.
No, it was because he responded. Okay,
What was
we
the
don't
response?
respond.
What was the response?
I don't remember.
The response wasn't nothing. You
It,
feel
it,
me?
it shouldn't have been nothing.
The response
Right.
was more
He
so.
responded.
The response was
That's
more.
what kicked it out. But then the
No,
men tell us, oh, when they be DMing you, don't respond. Don't give them no attention. Here we
look,
go, respond to this
man.
big titty bitch. What the heck?
No, it was more so. The person was lost, so she was lost, right? So
She was
hit me
lost
up
in this
talking about,
world, or
hey,
she was
hey, how you
lost
doing?
in need of
How
direction?
you doing? This and that. Then she said she was looking for a friend. I'm like, oh no, you got the wrong phone number. That was the fucking response. It wasn't no, hey, what's up with
Oh,
you too?
I had
Nothing
already
like that.
blacked out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you keep saying as a response, you acting like I'm corresponding, like, oh yeah, what you on? Oh, I ain't
All I
on
got,
nothing. What about you? You want
I
to come
can't
through?
help it. I
Oh
blacked
no,
out.
I
I
don't
am
really want
not
to come through, but
responsible
we
for
could
my
do this.
actions at that point.
That's not what the case was. It was more so she was looking for somebody, and then me saying, "Oh no, you got the wrong
Right.
number," type shit.
We
You feel
got it
me?
squared
That's
away
the response.
instantly.
Yeah. Tisha didn't want you to respond at all. She wanted you to
Introduction was
let us
all
stay lost.
there. I mean, obviously we were filming, so I didn't know what the hell was going on. I blamed them. I cussed them out. They swore me down. It was. I'm like, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I got a weird text message the other day saying all it said was "have steak for dinner," and I was like, I'm not responding to that. Yeah, like
People are weird.
weird.
Did you end up having steak for dinner?
The
You probably
crazy
like
thing
that sound
was
good.
my husband was making steak. So I said something to him like, yo, are we being watched? Because he
Oh,
was
that's
literally gonna be making
weird.
steak
That's deep.
for dinner. So I was like, all right, I'm not saying nothing back. I'ma block this number. But it was weird. Like he literally
That
was
is
throwing out
weird.
Did
steak.
y'all buy the steak that day, or you already had the steak at the crib?
We already had it. Like we had already,
Oh,
grocery
damn.
shopped and had it. So it was
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
very
This world
weird.
is just weird.
I'm telling you, it was so weird. Now, I also wanted to ask about the kids, right? So I saw in this past episode, Keith, you guys went to court to try to get custody of your son, and that was put on hold and pushed back. Are you able to work out any type of like arrangement with your father that he can stay with you guys, or is that like forbidden by the courts? Like, how does that
So
work?
my father,
Hmm.
you said, am I able? Well,
Like, is your
actually,
son like? Are you able to work out something with him where he can stay with you sometimes, or does the court forbid that?
oh no, it's more so in the future. Like everything is in their hands at the moment, but far as I know, my father, yeah, he's over there. It's up to me to keep pushing and try to be able to obtain them in the future. So I
Okay,
just gotta go through the hurdles of proving to them that I'm worthy to be able to get them.
but
Based
you
off
can
the
still,
episode.
yeah, but he can still like. Can he spend the night or anything?
You said, can we spend the night?
Like, can he spend the night? Can he come over, or like, do they
Yeah,
not let you go with him?
I could be able to see him like
So,
what he got going on with his situation. There ain't nothing like it's no backlash on me. But
Okay,
it's just more so that I've been incarcerated. So me being fresh out, I gotta be able to prove to them that I'm able to that I'm worthy to be able to be there for them and be able to
right,
give. That's all that is. So just showing them that, then showing them that I done took plenty of programs and classes as far as in programming, parenting class and all types of different stuff.
So really with that situation, it's just like going through the motions, and which is why I was so frustrated,
Mhm.
on last night's episode, because it's like, just give it to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, why we have to sit here and go week by week by week, month by month by month. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's what and because he, of the situation, we didn't have no control over anything, not even
Mhm.
his, dad, to a certain extent. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your lawyer, I love him, by the way. The lawyer, like
Arthur, he is
is
so
so
funny.
100. Like he tells you
When I
how it
first
is.
filmed with him, he was so intimidating, and I was like, "You're mean," but now I'm like, I love him. Like, I love
Yeah,
him. Like, he really is a lawyer here, in the area, long time lawyer here.
you can
Um,
tell.
and he's got good advice. He gets straight to the point. I think he actually liked being on TV.
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, like he always gives it to you straight. Like he doesn't
Exactly.
lie to you. He tells you the truth. So that to
Right.
me is a sign of a good lawyer.
Yes.
He gives you the real. So is Naraya opening up to I know first of all she's a teenager to begin with and all teenagers
For
go
the
through
people
their
in the
phases.
back that keep coming
Yeah.
at me about my daughter,
Right.
they
Like I pretty much feel like that would be her attitude even if it wasn't just keep being home. Like that's it's
are. These
normal
kids
teenage
like
things.
act like they hate the world. You're like,
Yeah, but with Naraya, she messed with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
they
we be
haven't seen
vibing. We cool, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
it. No
Okay.
Yeah,
spoilers.
we cool.
Okay. Oh, no spoilers. All right. Well, we'll see more of that develop
Yeah,
as the
but as
show
far
goes
as
on.
Naraya's nature, she this is just how she is, even at home.
Mhm.
And then I can't even FaceTime her. She'll hold the phone away. Like, she doesn't like being on the spot
Yeah.
on camera, even though she's gorgeous. When she smiles, she lights up a room. But she just doesn't like it. So when we started filming again, I think last season, she was like, I want to get paid if I'm going to be filming again. So we
I
had to
heard that.
negotiate on that. Yeah. So they started paying her ass. And she's still mean on camera. I'm like, can you at least smile? These people is coming after me. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I see
You
that
see the
too in the
bowling?
comments.
You see
Yeah.
what she did with the bowling ball?
Yeah.
Messed me up, man. I said, and then production had to catch that on camera. I said, oh, when it came out, you just see her just toss it. I said, really, Naraya?
Right. And I saw in the comments someone had a great point. They were saying, that that's normal teenage behavior, but as long as Keith is treating you well, treating the family well, there will be an adjustment period. And I totally agree with
Right.
that. So
Mhm.
I look forward to seeing how that continues to develop. So is Kyra getting paid too?
Kira.
Kara?
Yeah, she get paid. She love her money. Now we had she got one of her paychecks when we was filming a few months back. Excuse me. She I put it in her bank account or whatever, and I control her bank account. So she's like, Mom, I want the money on my she got an iPhone. She wants it on her Apple Pay so she could tap it and pay for it like everybody else.
Mhm.
So we took her to Sephora. So she go and get her little expensive lip glosses and everything. And I sent her the money on her phone, and she goes up to the counter and she taps and pays for it like a little diva. And I posted a picture of her holding her stuff.
Everybody gets a check. That's
She getting
good.
her coins, and she keep track too.
So dealing with because that was also something that was talked about a lot on the internet with Kira asking you if Keith was her biological
Yeah,
dad.
no,
And
that's
I want to hear from you guys and kind of clear it up because a lot of people was under the impression of saying that you guys told her that and then it kind of came out on the show. Have you ever told her that Keith was
no,
her biological dad?
no. So actually, and even if I did, this is my household. You know what
Hello.
I'm saying?
Right.
This is my household. So the thing is, that you have to. I mean, it's our third season, so I know how to deal with these trolls. But when it comes to your kids, you be ready to fight. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I can't control what come out this girl mouth. Clearly, she called me plastic last season. We went viral. I can't control. This is just how she is. I really think she got confused. Okay, so she does know who her biological father is. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it. He's not even a father. You know what I'm saying? She knows who the man is, or she knows of the man and what he
Mm-hmm.
looks like. Okay, he's not active whatsoever in her life, and when I did have this conversation with her again to explain the difference of his role in, or the two, you know what I'm saying? It She started to understand, but it's been a few years, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's been involved with us for going on 6 years. So we don't even talk about this person. So for us to be filming and to get brought up again, I think she just kind of got confused, like, by, you know what I'm saying? She's still a kid at the end of the day,
Right. She may
you
not know
know?
what that means versus a stepfather or anything like
Because
that.
she calls him dad. In her eyes, this is her only dad,
Right.
He has been providing for her for several years, and not just providing, but being an active father. And I mean, that's just what it is. And the fact that, it has came out even more now with that episode, it definitely ruffles some feathers, so this person was
I was
posting
gonna
a
ask you about
picture.
that.
I'm sorry
Mm-hmm.
if I get in the head.
No,
This is
but
my
I
first
was
time
that was
talking
my
about
next
it.
question. Go right into it because I did see a post where, first of all,
Yeah.
it was telling to me that the picture that was posted was a long time ago. It wasn't
Oh,
that kind of
I
recent.
actually just seen the picture because like a fan has sent it's a picture of Kira when she was a little baby and the sperm donor. Okay. So yeah, there's not many pictures of them together.
Mhm.
But yeah, this messy person did post this and it's just this person was a very abusive person to me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that has a lot to play a part into why I haven't allowed this person around her. I've tried
Mhm.
even after the incidents, but I thought just, oh, if I just separate myself and let him still, try to see his daughter, you know, and let them have their own relationship, it'll be okay. But when you're an abuser, you're an abuser. You know what I'm saying? And this person has a temper, and there's no way in hell I'm going to allow my child to be around you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I tried in a public setting. His ways didn't change,
Yeah,
so that's just what the fuck it is. And he's not involved with any of his kids. So, these internet dads, that's exactly what he is. Me and the other two baby moms, we stick together with each other's kids, keep each other's kids involved and everything.
that's
This
good.
person is not involved. I don't care what they have posted on the internet, how they feel some type of way. Fuck him, okay, and stop posting my child. And that's that.
Well, that is that then. But yeah, thank you for clearing that up because I did see that post as
Yeah, it's
well.
gonna keep coming, especially that little. I don't. It's a good channel. I don't want to even start no shit.
Say what you
Let's
got.
be respectful to your channel, okay?
No, say what you gotta say.
Okay,
It's
that
fine.
messy ass blogger bitch. Okay, like I don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with her. Nobody fucks with her. Okay, except for her followers, and that's that. You are wrong for posting my abuser. If you were a good journalist, you would have already pulled up all these domestic charges. This man almost killed me. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Went to prison for it. So, like, to sit there and put this is my third season, and my baby has not been on display on the blogs like this. So that really made me sick to my fucking stomach. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To know it was because of him. You know what I'm saying? It does. I mean, there's got to be a line you draw. Even if we, as females, we don't like each other, there's still a line we don't cross. It's still girl code. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
We do not support abusers. Okay.
right.
Like, and that's what the fuck it is.
Well, yeah, definitely understood. Kids are off limits, period. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
And
she's on TV, yeah, but
mhm,
you just don't that deep shit and then posting the picture and she know. You gotta know something, okay? Like that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna stop because I can go
I
on.
just feel like a lot of people don't got a job, so
No, that bitch
hold
got a
on,
job
hold
and
on.
being motherfucking
What I'm saying
messy.
is that's what I'm saying. So she doing what she gotta do in order to feel relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to feel
And that's all
relevant.
that shit is.
And she
But
crossed
it's up to you
another
to
line with me.
it just boils down to how you address a lot of shit, dog.
And I didn't
That's it.
address her. It's my first time.
You
But
didn't. You didn't. I was waiting to see because I have seen a few of your posts recently where you address things that's happening on the show and I was waiting to see if you did
I've been
address
doing
that and took
good.
the high road.
I've been doing better. I'm a changed woman. It still lingers, especially because of him. You know what I'm saying? So the old me would have been clapped back, been ready to pull up to Kansas City. Okay. But no, like I'm just, it's about your peace. You know what I'm saying? So you when you sit there, you give into it, you giving people what they want. And I just didn't want to draw more attention to the situation like that.
Right.
Because yeah.
Well, speaking of some more recent posts, right? So tell me, or what can you tell me about what's going on? There was some filming or some videos saying like there was furniture and stuff outside the house that's currently on the season. And they were saying that you were evicted or that you used someone else's name to move into that home and you had to move again. Is there any truth to that? Or was it just like clean
So
out day,
let's
spring cleaning?
dissect all of that. So we'll start with the ending, okay, that kicked all this off. Okay.
Mhm.
So actually we moved because our lease was up. Okay. So we actually been there for a year. We moved
Mhm.
in, well, I moved in before he got out, obviously, but I moved in September, well, right before September of last year. So our lease was already up. Okay. Now, as far as the charges, I mean, I can't go too much into
Right.
detail about that, but that wasn't a client. That was a very, very close friend of mine for 17 years almost. Okay. So that part was left out. I'm not going to speak no more on that part,
Mhm.
but I did plead, obviously, not guilty. And then we're gonna go from there. As far as the video, I haven't seen it, but I heard about it of like some boxes and like some chairs outside.
Yeah.
We were moving. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I have a stalker, which the entire world knows. She decides to drive by, I guess, after in between me moving and filming or recording the outside of my house. So, and just seeing some crazy stuff. I mean, those chairs I donated, they were obviously at the curb. People were grabbing them. And then there was boxes over by the trash can. I mean, what else do you expect when you're in the middle of moving? Mind
Mhm.
your own fucking business and stop fucking stalking me.
Yeah. And I wanted because I saw you talked about that on your page where you mentioned how like celebrities, like stalkers really aren't taken seriously unless you're like a high profile, millionaire person, and that people are stalked often and it's not taken seriously. So is it this friend that you just mentioned? Is it the
Oh
client that
no.
is it the
No.
client that you're also is that still an open issue with the client and saying, the alleged
The
using tax money or pocketing their tax money that was supposed to be for
no.
tax
So
debt?
the stalker is the lady that has been for the past what 2 or 3 years, using my name for clout and her, unfortunate situation with her child for sympathy.
Mhm.
So that is the person who did the recording. I have tried without going too much into it because I do have a lawsuit against this person.
Okay.
We finally have court after her dodging me for almost a year. Um, she's the one who's obviously been doing this, so it's just real unfortunate. What a lot of people don't know is that her claims were actually debunked a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, almost about a year and a half ago, by the police. I provided evidence that we did the work for her and everything. So now it was just a campaign against me all day,
Mhm.
every day. So that's what's going on. As far as when I made that post, I think it was Caitlin Clark that was being stalked,
Mhm.
and she finally got her stalker like prosecuted or whatever. And I did repost it because I mean I'm grateful for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy for her. But there's so many people out here that are going through stuff like that. It may be extreme as hers or mine, or even less extreme. I mean, But depending on the state that you live in, it usually doesn't get taken very seriously unless somebody gets hurt, and usually by then it's too late
Right.
or whatever the situation is. So they definitely need to change their laws more, to help people, So um, it has definitely changed my life upside down, over the past 2, 3 years, me and my children. So people look past it because of my background. You know what I'm saying? They just see a felon. They just see all this shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm still a human being. I deserve a peaceful life,
Yeah.
and that's that.
Okay. Well, just a few more questions and I'll let you guys go. So, also, is there anything, is this still an open case with the recent arrest that happened near the holidays? That's still open as well?
Yeah, so my cases are still open.
Mhm.
And until things are made public, I mean, I can't say anything else about it.
Okay. But I did see you was that why you was going to the court playing Jeezy?
Uh, first I love Jeezy. Okay.
Me too. He's
Yeah,
here. Jeezy is here
yeah.
tomorrow. He's coming to Jersey tomorrow. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
his last stop on his tour is here
yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was nice having, not being, just going to court by myself, my husband by my side. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy, I play him when I'm going to work or I'm going to do something like to motivate me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So like that's why I had that song going and I was just turned, and that's all it was. It wasn't no mockery or anything. It was just like my man is here, he's supporting me, what I'm saying, by my side as a union. So it was amazing.
Yeah, and I bet you it's a different feeling to have Keith there with you, supporting you
Yeah.
through these things. And I remember you saying like, "I'm tired of being a big girl. I'm ready for him to come home and take his place
Man, I'm
and
just tired of a
support you."
lot of
Yeah.
stuff. So I had made another post. How I was just tired. You tired of looking
Mhm.
over your shoulder. You tired of cutting corners. You tired of all this stuff because it backfires. When it backfires, it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, constantly, constantly. I'm tired. I just want to do right. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
want to do right. I want to do right for my family, for my children, for myself and not have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when you do right, you ain't got to worry about nobody trying to fuck with you or bringing up shit because at the end of the day, you did right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's where I'm at now in my life. Finally being a big girl. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well, again, I wish you guys all the luck. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. Again, you reached out with no hesitation. You always answer me, and I appreciate that you deal with my crazy mom wife schedule. We get each other.
hey, we like I said, we moms and wives before anything. I get
Yeah. So
it.
I appreciate that. So, and on your new journey, moving forward, putting
Yeah.
that all behind you, I'll definitely keep in touch and make sure there's anything positive I try to post. Even when that last arrest happened, like I waited for like a day or so. Like, is this really true? Like, do
Girl,
I
you
have
hit it
to?
while it's trending, girl.
But I did. I really didn't. I don't know. I
I mean,
feel
at
a
the end of the
sense
day, you
of
have a
loyalty.
job to do, and
Yeah.
I know your intentions, and that's the thing about me. I'm a real ass bitch. I know when a person has a job to do, and that's what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Than a person that's sitting there trolling and picking and bullying. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not that type of person. You have a really good heart.
I
I will
appreciate
always
that.
fuck with you.
I appreciate that. And I do. I always want to create a safe space for, reality TV stars to tell their side of the story to, hear from them directly instead of just what's coming down our timeline. So I really, really appreciate that. So,
Yes, ma'am. Thank
well,
you for
thank you
always.
again.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank you. Keith, Letitia will continue to see you on the rest of the season of Life After Lockup. Don't be a stranger. I'm always recapping the show each weekend. So if you see me live, stop in, and give
Yeah, and
your
I
thoughts.
see you doing your thing though.
I'm
Okay, you over
trying.
here posting stuff and merchandise. Okay, you getting out
I'm
there, girl.
trying.
Okay,
I'm trying. Yes, we're trying
looking
to
good
move
and
on up.
fabulous while you do it too. I love
Thank you
it.
so much. I really appreciate it. Well, guys, It has been a great talk with Keith and Letitia. We're going to let them go. Make sure you watch every Friday Life After Lockup on WeTV. I'll keep posting clips, episode highlights, and give you my recaps. But we'll be talking again. You guys have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you. All right, guys, that was a great conversation with Keith and Letitia. We appreciate them. I will be back to recap this Friday's episode that just passed on Monday. So make sure you drop in for a live Tea Talk session. You can comment on the episode as you always do. And I appreciate you. Also, recaps of Love and Marriage Huntsville on the way. But as I always say, and as you can see in this interview, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's make sure we don't forget that. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. You guys have a great evening. Peace.